Good morning, class 11th. Today we are going to start our first chapter, that is business, trade and commerce. Children, this chapter's name is different in other book like Poonam Gandhi. This chapter's name is Nature and Purpose of Business. And here NCERT book, this chapter's name is different, but it doesn't matter because the course content is same. In both the books, this chapter is divided into two sections. Okay, first section deals with history of trade and commerce in ancient India, and second section deals with concept, nature and purpose of business. Students, before we begin this chapter, you also have heard thousands times the term business. The simplest meaning of business is to remain busy. It is derived from busy. So, business means to remain busy in some or other activity. For example, right now I am busy in teaching you. Okay. At the same moment, I will be busy in teaching my own children. Now the question is, which kind of activities will be considered in business? Okay. So, all these things we'll discuss here in this chapter. Okay. We'll also have trade and commerce, the concept, the definition. Okay, student, you might be thinking that here also history is introduced. कि अभी तो पीछा छुड़ा के आए थे 10th से और यहाँ पे फिर history start हो गई. So children, this history of trade and commerce in ancient India, this topic was introduced last year only in business studies. Before that, this topic was not included. But what was the idea behind of introducing this particular topic? Because we all are a commerce student, and being as a commerce student, we must be knowing what was the history of trade and commerce in our own country. As this thing we already know that India was known as golden bird. But how it became a golden bird? Because of its trade and commerce which was continuously flourishing here in India. But before we begin with the history of ancient India, means the history of trade and commerce in ancient India, let us have a look at the meaning of business, trade and commerce. Children, business is a vast concept. Business में ही trade और commerce आते हैं. Means business vast है, commerce उसका एक part है और commerce का भी एक part trade है. Okay. Now business means an occupation. Occupation का मतलब होता है कोई भी धंधा. So business is an occupation in which people regularly engage in activities related to purchase, production and sale of goods and services with a view to earning profits. अगर किसी ने 100 रुपए की कोई चीज़ है, वो अगर 100 रुपीज़ में ही किसी को सेल आउट कर दी, तो that activity will not be considered as business because the profit motive is not there. वहाँ कोई भी प्रॉफिट नहीं है, वो नो प्रॉफिट नो गेन पॉलिसी पे काम कर रहा है. जितने में खरीदा उतने में ही उसने सेल आउट कर दिया. सो बिजनेस इज मोर देन दैट. इफ अ पर्सन इज इन्वॉल्व्ड इन परचेजिंग, he also will be the part of the business. Okay, his occupation also would be considered as business. If another one is dealing in sales or production of goods and services, goods means a thing which we can see. Okay, like this pen, this mobile, which we can see and which we can touch. But services can be felt only. We cannot see from eyes. For example, we are hiring a taxi. Okay, and we are paying rent for it. Here we can only feel that the service which was provided by the transportation company, means by taxi or auto, was good or bad. Suppose we are hiring a transport company to dispatch our goods from a place to another place. Then after providing the services, we can only feel that services provided were good or bad. And when the task is totally accomplished, we make the payment. But all these things we'll discuss in detail afterwards. But commerce उससे थोड़ा सा narrow term है, और it in commerce includes all those activities which are necessary for facilitating the exchange of goods and services. अब यहाँ पे business में तो production भी है, ठीक है, but commerce में वो उससे थोड़ा production वाला जो एक aspect है वो हट चुका है. ओके, एंड इसमें केवल वो एक्टिविटीज आती हैं जो कि गुड्स और सर्विसेज को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने, फैसिलिटेट करने में इन्वॉल्व होती हैं. कॉमर्स में बेसिकली आता है ट्रेड एंड ऑक्सिलरीज टू ट्रेड, यानी कि ट्रेड और ट्रेड की जो ऑक्सिलरीज मीन्स जो सहायक क्रियाएं हैं वो सब हम बाद में देखेंगे. और एक और टर्म यहाँ पे देख लेते हैं, ट्रेड. ट्रेड मीन्स सिंपली बाइंग एंड सेलिंग गुड्स. Okay, so it is the narrow concept. Now in this chapter we'll be discussing what is indigenous banking system, how the rise of intermediaries occurred, what was the transport system in ancient India, what all trading communities were here and how they strengthened, what all merchant corporations were emerged in India, which were all major trade centers, what all major exports and imports. Okay, then what was the position of Indian subcontinent in world economy from 1st AD up to 1991, and then India begins to reindustrialize. So all these topics will cover in this part, history of trade and commerce. Now let us have a look in this map. Here you can see the red route and this route shown in blue lines. The red route is showing the Silk Route, which was done by the land route. And blue lines are showing the maritime route, and which was specially used for spices. So this maritime route was also called spice route, but sometimes silk was also transported through maritime or sea route. Maritime का मतलब होता है sea route. So India had trade relations with China, Persia. Persia means present Iran, Europe, Egypt, Somalia, here Java. All these countries had a strong trade relations with India. So as trade flourished in India, economic life also flourished, and economic life of India progressed. So following developments took place in India, like metal coin became medium of exchange, because before metal coins were introduced, the people were using barter system for trade. Barter system, you know very well that goods were exchanged because money's invention did not take place at that time. अब ट्रेड करते थे तो ट्रेड ये ज़रूरी तो नहीं कि हमेशा वो कैश पे होता था. ओके, सपोज वो क्रेडिट पे होता, उधार पे होता, तो उधार भी हर किसी को देना तो बहुत रिस्की था. उसने बाद में पेमेंट नहीं किया तो ये रिस्क तो हमेशा से होती थी. सो two main important documents were in use in ancient India, like hundi and chitti were used for buying and selling on credit. यानी कि जब उधार पे जो माल खरीदा जाता था या बेचा जाता था तो उसके लिए हुंडीज और चिट्टीज तो इम्पोर्टेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स थे, उनको ट्रेडर्स यूज करते थे. हुंडी का मीनिंग क्या है ये हम लोग कल डिस्कस करेंगे. नाउ आई विल शो यू हाउ हुंडीज वर looking. Like here you can see 3 specimens are given here of hundi. Actually these documents used to write in different languages, means various vernacular languages. Vernacular means local languages, like in Odia, like Bengali, Tamil, Malayalam and Gujarati. Especially Surat hundi तो बहुत famous थी. And here one hundi we can read here. So in this hundi it is written that 86 days after date I promise to pay Seth सीट का नाम है यहाँ, और ऑर्डर द सम ऑफ ₹2500 फॉर वैल्यू रिसीव्ड इन कैश दिस डे। सो हुंडीज लिखने का कोई ऐसा सेट परफॉर्मा नहीं था, लोग अपने हिसाब से अपनी लैंग्वेज में लिखते थे, बट ये एक नेगोशिएबल इंस्ट्रूमेंट था जिसको कि ट्रांसफ़र किया जा सकता था, ओके, एक से दूसरे ट्रेडर को। फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे ए ने बी से गुड्स परचेज किए, ओके, और बी ने भी एट द सेम टाइम सी से गुड्स परचेज किए। अब 2 महीने बाद ए को बी को उसको पेमेंट करना है, बट बी क्या कहता है कि मुझे पेमेंट करने की बजाय तुम सीधा सी को कर देना, तो ये भी ठीक है। तो इस तरह से पेमेंट बी को भी हो सकता था और सी को भी हो सकता था, यानी कि जो इस हुंडी में लिखा हुआ है दैट आई प्रॉमिस टू पे टू सेट और ऑर्डर, है ना। सो टुमारो विल डिस्कस इन डिटेल द मीनिंग, इट्स टाइप and everything. Okay, for today that's all. Thank you students, have a nice day, God bless you.